slide is a term that is used to refer to the learning loss experienced by students when they don't engage in educational activities over the summer. Duke University professor Harris Cooper and his team conducted a meta-analysis of several studies about how summer break affects learning, and they found that pretty much all students lose from 1 to 3 months of grade level equivalency in math skills over the summer. When it comes to reading skills, middle-class students generally had no gains or losses during the summer, while their lower-income peers lose more than 2 months in reading achievement. You don't have to just accept summer learning loss as a fact of the design of our educational system. You can fight summer slide by providing all students with access to educational opportunities over the summer. In this on-demand video, we are going to discuss several ways that you can use Study Island to engage your students in learning activities over the summer break, while still leaving them time to relax and just be kids. Study Island is a formative assessment and practice tool that provides students with the practice that they need to demonstrate mastery on their state standards, and instructors with the data that they need to identify learning gaps, respond to learning challenges, and differentiate instruction. During the school year, this program fits neatly within the lesson cycle, providing formative quizzes, unit tests, and benchmarks. During the summer, it can be leveraged to run a virtual summer learning program consisting of skills practice in all core content areas, writing, and summer reading. As we discuss each of these summer program components, keep 2 things in mind. 1, you can do all of them, but you don't have to. Just choose what you would like to implement this summer, and then you can always grow the program next year. The second thing to keep in mind is the level of teacher involvement you would like to have. You can set up your program to be fully automated with all the setup being done up front so that instructors don't have to use the program at all during the summer. Or you can set up the program to run with instructors involved virtually to interact with students and keep them motivated. You'll see tips on how to set it up either way so that you can choose the option that works best for you. A skills practice program means that your students will be working on Study Island's standards-based questions during the summer, with the goal of demonstrating mastery on each topic. The key to making sure that students are engaged in the program throughout the summer is to give them structure around which topics they are to work on each day. For a fully automated program, have students work straight from the topics page and provide them with a calendar that tells them which topics to work on which days. We recommend about 2 topics per weekday, which will engage the student in approximately 1 hour of practice. If using the calendar option, add checkboxes for students to fill in when they earn a blue ribbon and a place for them to write in their scores so that they are accountable for tracking their own progress. Also, include a space for a parent signature each week, and have students turn in the calendar at the beginning of the school year. And once verified by program data, the student can earn a reward or admission to a summer learning celebration. If there will be instructors managing the program during the summer, create assignments for the students within the program and give them specific due dates. The assignments can be created ahead of time and then activated 1 or 2 weeks at a time. Students can communicate with instructors through the Study Island Message Center when they have questions or need assistance. And instructors can send messages to students periodically to keep them motivated and engaged. Additionally, instructors can use the Message Center to host office hours once or twice a week so that students have a specific time that they can ask questions and receive a live response. Whether instructors are managing the program during the summer or not, at the beginning of the next school year, instructors can use detailed reports and the data visualization dashboard at Minton Sensei to identify trends and learning gaps to drive instruction. Additional things to remember when implementing a skills practice program are to use the Reset Start Date function in Study Island to provide students with a clean slate. This feature clears data that students have accumulated during the school year from the student's view without deleting it. Instructors can still access the old data in reports. Instruct students to review the lesson that accompanies each study island topic before completing the topic. This allows them to review the skill and increases the likelihood of success. Set up the low score warning parent notification so that the program will automatically email parents when a student's score falls below a specified percentage on a specified number of questions. This will let parents know when their students are struggling so that they can provide assistance. If you are creating assignments for learners, you can also set up the assignment past due alert to notify parents when students haven't completed an assignment by the due date. Summer is a great time for students to hone their writing skills. Utilize Study Island writing assignments to assign students one writing prompt per week if they will also be participating in skills practice, or 2 or 3 prompts per week if writing will be the only part of the summer learning program. You can use the prompts that are built into the program or create your own. Give students the opportunity to practice different types of writing, including fun, creative writing prompts, skills-based prompts like write a persuasive essay or write a letter to a friend, and prompts in which students have to react to a current event, linked news story, or piece of literature. For a fully automated program, create all of the writing assignments ahead of time and provide clear due dates. You can also include them on the calendar that students will use for their skills practice. Students can print and turn in their writing portfolios at the end of the summer, or their new instructor can review the students' work from within the program. For an instructor-managed program, instructors can comment on student writing assignments as they are submitted to give students encouragement and feedback to help them improve. Students can even make revisions to the writing and send it back to the instructor for further review. For skills-based writing, the instructor can give the student a score based on the scale used for the state summative assessment. Reading over the summer is one of the simplest ways for students to combat boredom, increase vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension skills, and explore books that they don't have the time to read during the school year. With Study Island, you can create a summer reading program in which students self-select books throughout the summer, or create a book study in which a group of students will read books selected for them. If your summer reading program will be of the self-selected variety, give students a specific amount of time they must read per weekday, and then use Study Island writing assignments to create weekly, open-ended questions or prompts that require students to reflect on their reading. Prompts like, write a paragraph explaining the author's purpose for writing the book and give specific examples from the text to support your answer, or write a paragraph comparing and contrasting this book with another book that you have read recently. Use specific examples to illustrate your points. Will apply no matter what book a student is reading. If instructors will be monitoring the program, they can respond to the students' submissions with comments, feedback, and questions to encourage the students to think critically. To enhance the success of the summer reading program, make sure that students have access to a variety of books at their reading levels. This means you may need to provide addresses to local libraries, make sure that students have library cards, and teach students strategies for determining whether a book is at an appropriate level for them. If you choose to implement a summer book study, simply select the book that you want students to read, and then use Study Island writing assignments to assign specific, open-ended questions about the book for students to respond to each week. This holds students accountable to reading the book at a specific pace and comprehending what they read. You can also use the custom material feature in Study Island to create custom quizzes made up of multiple choice, short answer, or true-false questions, and assign them to learners to check their knowledge on different sections of the book. To increase student engagement in the book study, allow students to choose from 3 or 4 book study options so that they are more likely to be reading a book that they will enjoy. If teachers will be leading the book study, in addition to providing feedback on the students' assignments, they can also host weekly or bi-weekly meetings using Skype, Google Hangouts, or similar conferencing software. In these meetings, the instructor can lead a discussion about what students have read so far in the book. This increases the level of accountability and incorporates a classroom environment into summer break. Whether your program will be teacher-led or fully automated, and whether it will include skills practice, writing, and/or reading, there are 3 things that you need to do to ensure the success of your program. 1. Set clear expectations for students. Be sure that students know exactly what is expected of them and how to access the program and complete their work. If students are new to Study Island, set aside some in-class time before summer break for students to practice. 2. Make sure that all students have access to a computer or mobile device and the internet. In some communities, this will be easy because all students have home internet service, but in others, this might be a challenge. Research places in the community, like recreation centers or public libraries, where students can access the internet, and create a list of locations with addresses and hours so that even students who don't have devices or internet at home can still participate in the program. If district or school resources permit, consider opening the school lab for a few hours on a couple of days a week for students to come and complete their work. The lab can be managed by a teacher or paraprofessional. And because this program will be taking place away from school, it is extremely important that parents are involved in the process. Once you have a plan for your program, host a parent night to fully explain the program and the expectations and gain buy-in. Use data on summer learning loss in your presentation to help parents understand the benefits of the program. You can provide student logins, any forms that need to be completed, and demonstrate how students are to use the program and how parents can log into their students' accounts to monitor student progress. You can also collect email addresses so that you will be able to set up Study Island parent notifications. You've just learned about several ways that you can run a virtual summer learning program using Study Island. If you don't feel that you're ready to implement a full program this year, you can still engage your students in using the program by running a simple blue ribbon contest. Incentivize students to earn blue ribbons over the summer by offering some nice rewards for the top earners, and then host a celebration for all the students that meet a certain goal. All you need to do to set up the contest is to set the goals and make sure that students have their logins. This way, you can still get your students practicing their skills over the summer, and next year, you can implement a more targeted program. We hope that you have enjoyed this video and that you are ready to begin planning your Study Island summer program. If you're a current Study Island user, you can access how-to videos to help you create classes and assignments, pull reports, set up parent notifications, or complete any other tasks at help.studyisland.com. If you are not a current Study Island user, but would like to learn more about implementing Study Island during the school year, as well as the summer, please contact us at 800-419-3191 or by emailing info@edmentum.com.